I'm here now, finally back, ready to race this Rallycross race from Catalina. It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be extremely difficult. I want to say everything that I'm about to show you is all 100% copyright to, the FIA World Rallycross Championship and everything. So let's do this thing and let's pick our car and everything. So
Welcome to the FIA World Rallycross Championship. Compete in this fast-paced motorsport against real-world drivers on their own turf with plenty of door-to-door action.
So let's do this thing. Now, my thing is I don't know which one I want to use right now. I think I'm gonna use Oliver Bennett on this Ford Fiesta right here. 600 horsepower, 2,866 pounds of weight, um, 1,998 cc's of on the engine, a four-cylinder turbo, um, and a six-speed transmission. I think it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be the strongest, but I don't need to be the strongest. I'm still trying to get better. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Same thing though for Oliver Bennett. So let's use the Australian, or you know what? Let's go American. Let's use the Subaru. Subaru's a little faster, a little stronger. Has a little heavier to it. It's a four-cylinder, so let's go with the Subaru. We're gonna make this. So we're going with difficult standings, and I'm gonna make this as difficult as possible. I don't care how bad I do for this track, but let's do this thing, alright? Let's go for this championship. Let's see how these the first few tracks, the first two tracks I can tell you right now, because look at the schedule. First we got Cataluna, which is in Barcelona, Spain. Then you got Portugal, which I'm okay at. I'm not bad at. Then Matet. Matet is Belgium. I'm a little sketchy about. That's the track I might have a little difficult with. Then we get to Silverstone. Silverstone's a new track, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it's my driving style. Then you go to Hell, one of my favorite tracks. I love Hell, Norway. I think it's a great track, great facility, great rallycross place. Then we go to Sweden for this track. It's again a beautiful track, a beautiful setting, and everything. Then we go to Canada. Canada is the new track on this game. It's a very fun track, very easy, not too crazy. And finally, we go to France. So, to Lockheed. Now, 8 different tracks now in this game. Last year was 6. I mean, last year actually was like a 5. So, I think this is a lot more fun with more tracks in it. So, let's start this championship and let's see how well I do. Oop. Circuit of Barcelona, Cataluna. 0.70 miles. I mean, it's 12 seconds. I mean, it's midday. It's clear that it's dirt and asphalt. So let's see. The joke, as you can see, the joke lap is basically a little longer. So, as you saw with my testing, it was interesting. So let's do this. Show you guys a little bit of the track first. So there's 20 cars, all entrances. We'll have to do, you know, all 4 qualifying sessions. It's the first queue. There you go. There's my beautiful Subaru. So my race, I will have Kevin Hansen, Cheetrot, Backrot, and Quintus. So let's do this thing. Let's see how well I do. I don't expect to win this track. I just want to make it to the semis and the finals. And if I do anything more than that, it'll be icing on the cake. So semis is my goal right now. So this is where we're at right now. Let's do this.
Use the Joker lap to your advantage. You only need to take it once. If you miss it, you'll get a time penalty.
That beautiful ass car is rumbling. Love it. Subaru, by the way, is in a American Rallycross. They added to this game. Every other car is actually in the World of Rallycross. So
Avoid contact off the start. We need to play the long game here.
thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. It's gonna be tough. I don't expect myself to win right out. So
Go, go, go.
damn. Might as well use a choke first lap. Car's still tight. But work on it during pits.
They're getting away from us. Keep pushing.
Will do. Appreciate it, man. The car's way too tight. And then when I'm trying to get into the turns, it's loosened up big time, so. Technical track, Chris. This is definitely not the easiest track to try and race on, that's for sure. Damn. I'm all over the place right now. I have to get myself back into the groove. Jesus. Yeah, that was a great start to this Rallycross Championship, but we'll work on it. We'll get myself faster and the car looser and, better to drive, so. And of course, that's because of how bad I drove that race, but we'll get it going. We'll work on it. Let's see. So let's go to tune the vehicle. Let's go to shocks. That's what we want to do. Bring that back a little bit. It's crazy because I found a good setup before with a different car, and this car is totally different. So that's why I have to work with it. Go softer here. Yeah, I agree with that. So that's my next thing to do is work on a dampering on this one. Because everything is just exactly the same, so. Hey Chris, you're welcome to be my crew chief for this too, you know that. Alright. Did a little bit, didn't want to go too crazy on that. Differentials, I want to move these around a little bit. Then let's see how this goes. Again, I think that'll be good for the brakes. More fast bump. So let's go back to that. So you need more fast bump, less slow. Okay. Front. So let's see if this works and we'll go from there. Standard. We want. Alright. Let's try round 2. I'll be in the race A. You got it. So let's start race A. I'm with the Kevin Erickson, Robin, Larson, Macklin. So let's see how I do again. Appreciate your help, Chris. This might help me out a little more. It's definitely a tough little car to drive. So.
What's your launch?
How dirty these cars are. It's crazy.
Go, go, go.
Great start. Aw. Woo! Definitely feels better on this way. Still a little loose, but more comfortable than it was before, which is good.
You're showing consistent pace. Now let's see if we can use the clear track ahead to improve. Try and close up to the car ahead.
Take the Joker now. Feels like I'm more loose in the rear than in the front, so. But as you can see, when I go into the turns, it just wants to go straight to, so I have to work on that. And I think I'm braking too late for some of these turns, so like that was perfect. Too much. I'm down to be in a party, Chris, so no worries. Sounds good, man. I'll definitely work on that because I think it was a little faster this time, especially, you know, with it being a lot more, you know, able to drive it more. So I want to get it to where I'm able to really drive it in and to be too heavy on the brakes, you know. So I have to get faster with this stuff too. It's a learning curve. So let's work on the car again. First, let's repair it. Didn't damage it too much, so maybe. Yep, we're good with repairs, so. Let's go to tune. So let's go rebound. Let's stiffen that rebound a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's try it now and see how it works. I think camber is a little bit on the positive side, the toes exactly in the middle, the front camber is in the middle, and the toes angle in the front is in the middle, so I think we're okay with that. The brake bias, rear toe, yeah. I might try that too. Let's do it that way. I think the brakes are also okay. I might have to work with it a little bit, make it right in the middle for this race, and let's apply it. You know, certain tracks are very difficult and technical. This one is a very technical track, and it's hard to get a grasp on it if you're not a technical driver. So that's my biggest thing, is I have to get better with being a technical driver than I am with just racing. So
go.
Great jump. It's still not good. as long as I can get up there and compete with these guys this race, then I know I'm getting there. So. Damn it.
Try to follow the car ahead. You need to keep within striking distance.
Car feels a lot better than it did the first race and the second race, so. As you can see, the work we did on this car, Chris, really helped it out. It's making it really fun to drive it now. Except when I make mistakes like that. Small mistakes I keep making, and that's why I can't keep up with the field right now, but we're gonna get better. It's a learning curve. This game is new still to me. I haven't really practiced as much as I wanted to, so. But God, these cars sound awesome. A lot faster. That's about a good, I don't know, 10 seconds faster, about 8. So we're getting faster. This race is probably out of reach for us to make it to the finals, or even the semis, which is fine. I expected that. This is a really difficult track for me to get good at, so. I agree. This definitely isn't NASCAR. It's definitely a different kind of race to race. So I am pushing a little harder than I need to. So that's why it's a learning curve. Okay, let's tune this car up. Let's go to. So let me go to brake bias and let me get to what you were talking about. So yeah, it's basically right between, it's either 50 or 66, so 58 I think will be good for that. I think the differentials is okay. It might need to be a little adjusted more. Let's bring down the driving lock down 1 click. I think the braking lock in the front up 1 click. I think that should help a little more for the front. want to change up the springs a little bit too. This one right here, make it a little bit softer. See if that helps one click, and then we'll see. Let's do this, guys. Hey, I'll get better, Chris. There's no doubt about it. I'll definitely get better at this.
Go, go, go.
Damn. I couldn't see it till it was too late. That's why I made that mistake.
They're getting away from us. Keep pushing.
This track is again, it's a pretty technical track. I have not raced here as much as I wanted to. This is the first time it's in this game. There's about 4 new tracks in this game, actually. So, 2 of them are really difficult on me, and this is the first one, and they're all at the beginning of the season. So I really need to get better at this if I want to even compete for a championship in this series. So. I know in the beginning, it's not about speed, it's about learning the track, learning your lines and everything, so. We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Unfortunately, Catalina was not a track for me. Barcelona, I'll definitely have to learn for next season, so. Alright guys, for this half-hour broadcast of the first race, didn't go as planned, but I'll be back in a little while. I'm going to debrief, try and figure out what I need to do for the next race, and hopefully I can get into a position for the championship because I have 7 more races to go. So I made a mistake in this race, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So like I said, next race is a track that I'm not going to say I'm great at, but I'm definitely better than this race. So We'll be back in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we'll get there. See you soon.